And welcome back. We're joined now by Leanne McAdoo with a news blitz. Leanne, what do you have there?
Jakari, you know, I just wanted to bring this story up because here we are. We're trying to vote in the next leader of the free world. They're supposed to uphold the Constitution. And here we have the Democratic frontrunner, Hillary Clinton, is already going after the First Amendment, and she hasn't even been elected. Clinton is going after the Laugh Factory comedians because they made a video making fun of her.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Now making fun of a presidential candidate?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so Saturday Night Live is going to be in trouble. Not Funny or Die, they're going to be fine because they're always pushing that leftist agenda. They'll be quite all right. So this is a video. It's a very short performance. It's like less than 3 minutes. It's posted on their website of the Laugh Factory. It's a renowned comedy club. So the Clinton campaign is trying to censor it. Besides demanding that the video be taken down, they've also demanded the personal contact information of the performers that appear in the recording. So the owner there of the Laugh Factory said, "I've never had a call like this, threatening to put me out of business if I don't cut the video."
No, actually threatening to put the owner out of business.
Yeah, take it down. And so let me just tell you the extent of this. Oh, so the video makes fun of Clinton's wardrobe, her age, sexual orientation, the Monica Lewinsky scandal, and the former First Lady's relationship with her famous husband, which is pretty much everything that we do here. And
yeah, I mean, it's nothing unique because you talk about the late night guys, you talk about Saturday Night Live, you know, all these talk show guys. It's nothing new to make fun of a presidential contender or anybody who's famous enough to make it in the news cycle.
It's par for the course. And you'll recall that just a few weeks ago when the GOP debate, they were really upset with the way that the moderators were treating them. And then Obama comes out afterwards saying, oh, they can't handle the tough questions. They can't handle, you know, they take things too seriously. So here we have, this is how the left does. It's like the pot calling the kettle black, basically. Obama has also lashed out again at Republicans over their offensive and hysterical rhetoric with the way that they're talking about not allowing Syrian refugees into the country. And he brings this up again, saying, you know, first they were too scared of the press being too tough on them in the debates. Now they're scared of 3-year-old orphans. That doesn't seem so tough to me. So, you know, it's okay for him to make fun of these presidential contenders and basically calling them out, saying that they're afraid of babies and things like that, which obviously he said this before the woman suicide bomber.
Yes. The audacity of this guy that he would arm al-Qaeda rebels, send them to places like Syria, like Libya to go and kill people, and then just wants to come up here and make a joke about it. It's really disgusting. I mean, just to hear that, I'm dead serious. I'm really disappointed that he would say something like that.
Well, he doesn't
just given his own track record.
Oh, exactly. And well, he doesn't have to worry. He's not running anymore, so he's done. So now he can finally start speaking out, saying things, you know, that he would never say in the past. And finally, the media is starting to shift to where they'll actually attack him, which is, they always do that whenever the outgoing president's there, when they don't have to worry about, you know, getting the inside track there at the White House press corps. They can finally start making fun of the president and doing things like that, but not Hillary Clinton, because she's the incoming one. And if you make a comedic video, then by golly, it's going to be taken down. But again, you know, this is how that sort of leftist ideology shuts down any dissent. And they don't have a problem calling you out, or like we have these Mizzou student protesters right after the Paris attacks. The night it's happening, and of course that's something that starts trending on Twitter immediately, pray for Paris. They start with the hashtag F Paris and pray for Mizzou, and how dare you start talking about the white, you know, it's a white attack when there are black people being killed on campuses, or there are black people that are stuck in their rooms.
Like there are no black people in Paris.
Well, there was plenty of black people and Muslims that were killed in that attack. Yeah. So, but that's, you know, it's just immediately they just, obviously they don't understand the geography there of France and how diverse it is. So they're immediately saying, oh, it's just the white man's terrorist attack.
Well, and one thing that you brought up to me earlier this week, I thought was a very excellent point. We had gone out there to talk to people, and before that, they said that it's pretty much a media blackout. We don't want to talk to anybody. If we come, you know, we can get muscles to come and shove you out of the community and all this stuff. So right after saying we don't want media here, media turns the camera to focus on Paris. So, hey, everybody come bring your cameras over here and focus on what we're doing.
How dare you?
It's not saying that the Mizzou or the racism issue isn't important. Yeah, of course we know there is racism in this country, but when you say get the hell out of here and people get the hell out of there, and now you're saying come in here and just focus on us, that's just childish, honestly.
Well, and now there's this whole new thing that I'm seeing is the First Amendment or free speech the new all lives matter? So whenever you say, hey, I have the right to say this or whatever on campus, by saying, you know, the freedom of speech, you're basically saying all lives matter, which the Black Lives Matter movement takes to be as racist. But don't worry about that, Ja'Cory Jackson. That, you know, that kind of thing is not going to be happening too much longer, because they are really taking care of this white privilege. It will be stamped out on college campuses. The University of Vermont is holding a privilege retreat for students who self-identify as white. So now it's not even, there's like no.
Oh, so is it like that one lady who's self-identified as black? Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Or Shaun King, who it's, you know, he's most likely white, one of these Black Lives Matter movement, but he self-identifies as black. And so here it is. There's no reality, you know, no scientific, biological reality. It's just now how we all self-identify. So now they're having these. It's a 3-day retreat, so students can confront their white privilege. And it's only for students who self-identify as white. And some of the questions, tough questions, they're going to be asked, like, what does it mean to be white? And how does whiteness impact you? And they're basically hoping that they will come to recognize and understand white privilege from an individual experience. So who are these self-loathing people who are like signing up for this retreat so that they can go and join these protests and then be segregated into another room because they're white, even though they're the allies of the Black Lives Matter movement? Mm-hmm. So it's like, hate yourself and then come and join our protest, and then we are now going to stamp out your privilege and let you know what a jerk you are because you just so happen to be born a certain skin color. It's just like this circular racism that's coming around.
You know, it's a very interesting thing because we've been to many rallies, not just Black Lives Matter, but, you know, anything, abortion, whatever. And you see so many people there of every age, sex, race, whatever, even sexual orientation, and they can come together under a common cause to do something good. But when I see people, they purposely segregate, as you're pointing out here. We don't want you here. If you come here, you got to go stand over there in the corner. It's just completely ridiculous.
Or they had last year, they busted out the rules for white protesters. I mean, and here you are at a protest, you're at a rally where free speech, the First Amendment, should rule, and they're basically telling white people specifically how, you know, they have to keep their mouth shut, not speak to the media, this and that, which I understand to a certain degree. You know, you want to have the Black Lives movement be the front of the they're speaking with the media, but to tell people that, you know, they have to keep their hands down, they can't put their hands up when they're your allies, they're trying to be there in solidarity.
And it's really changed a lot because from the time, you know, I guess it really kicked up when we were in Ferguson. We were there, and there were white people, black people, and all that. And, you know, the white people were speaking on camera just like the black people were to show that it wasn't just black people out there. Of course, you know, it's Black Lives Matter, but it was, you know, white people and Asian people and, you know, Hispanic people just coming together, like I said, under a common cause. But it just seems like it's fragmented into just deep segregation.
Absolutely. And that is divide and conquer. That's how you will lose. If we all come together like people want and like we were starting to when the whole situation with Ferguson came about, there was some real change that was going to happen. But now it is just so flooded with all these ridiculous protests, Black Lives Matter moves in everywhere, that it's oversaturated and people don't care anymore. And then now they're just calling you entitled brats. But one last thing I just wanted to point out, just within regards to this hashtag activism, we know a lot of people change their profile pictures on social media to the colors of the Parisian flag. Well, now we have a cosmetic company who's facing backlash because they were selling blue, white, and red nail polish, and they marketed it as an effortless way to pay respects. So as if it couldn't get any more effortless by just changing your profile picture. Now you can just paint your nails and
I can't recall the source. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I remember seeing something about people saying it was offensive to change your profile picture to the flag or put a flag over your face.
But you got to change it to the flag of every nation that's been terrorized.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like you can't please some people. You know, people just wanted to do something nice. So if anybody who was in the area could see that and just try to relate to it, but you can't do anything nice anymore. Thank you so much, Leanne McAdoo. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this with more special reports.
Knockout is back. If you want a product that has 10 known ingredients that naturally get your body to relax, your brain to relax, so you get deep, restful sleep, Knockout's it. InfoWarsLife.com. L-theanine, hops flower extract, lemon balm extract, valerian root extract, chamomile flower extract, L-tryptophan extract, melatonin, and more. All organic, all the natural sources. It's the same price as leading brands of melatonin that are 3 milligrams a piece. It has 3 milligrams, the standard recommended dose for an adult. It's got the GABA. So it would probably cost $50 to take all this as separate pills. It's $19.95. You take one or two of these, and it just is really clean, restful sleep is what the reviews are. It's what I've experienced. And it just synergistically puts everything in there. InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com. Or call 888-253-3139.
You are watching the InfoWars Nightly News, which airs 7 p.m. Central at InfoWarsNews.com. And your support is helping us defend liberty worldwide.